We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated at CSL. Remember, there are several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click the donate button right here on Facebook or donate on our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find the details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, that's Florida. Make sure to say hello to everyone today in the comments section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here.
Good morning, CSL family. Let's stand up, and also happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, guys. Let's stand up and sing, I release and I let go. I know you know it. Put those hands together, come on. There we go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit guide my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit guide my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love. I release and I let go. Let the Spirit guide my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for love.
Good morning, CSL family. I wanted to start today by giving a huge thank you to Reverend Skip for an amazing healing retreat yesterday. We had 60 people here sharing that experience, and it was amazing. And we are so blessed to have him here in our community, so thank you. And I wanted to give a special thank you to the people who also made that possible. Juan Carlos Sequeiro, is she out here? I'm not sure. Tina Miggs, they did visioning meditation, which was amazing. Kathleen Stapleton, she did astrology lesson, which was great. John Jacob from Costa Rica did a beautiful breathwork, amazing breathwork meditation with us. And of course, Reverend Skip with his sound healing. Amazing, thank you so much. Miguel Prem was in our sound booth. And of course, Maria Villavicencio coordinated the whole thing. And of course, we can't forget all of our sacred service people who made it all possible. We couldn't do any of this without all of you. So one big round of applause for all of them. And I wanted to wish a very happy Mother's Day to all of our mothers out there. And for those of you who identify with the mother energy, you know, we are so grateful for all of your gifts to all of us. So thank you on this special day. And today, I would also like to acknowledge that it is Asian America and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. In 1990, the U.S. government set aside the month of May in honor of the achievements and contributions of Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders in the United States. So thank you for your contributions. I'm Greg Kozlowski, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Center for Spiritual Living Sunday Celebration Service. Whether you're here in person or watching us online, we're really glad you're joining us. And we have options now. You can now watch us on YouTube, our website, cslftl.org, and Facebook. So lots of places to view us. And if this is your first time here with the Center for Spiritual Living and you happen to be here in person, we have a special gift for you, mala beads. They can be worn or used in your prayer or meditation practice. It's just our way of saying thank you for being here with us today. So, if you are here with us, our ushers, if you wouldn't mind putting your hand up and or standing, our ushers will seek you out, give you your mala beads, and they'll also give you a little card. They'll also give you a little card that if you wouldn't mind filling that out and turning it in at the end of the service in the offering basket, we would really appreciate you doing that. If you're watching online for the first time and you're on Facebook, please note that in the comments section and we will be reaching out to you. And remember, you can always go to cslftl.org where all of the information is available about the community. And while you're there, be sure to sign up for the monthly newsletter. It's a great way to keep in touch with what's happening here at the center. While you're there, be sure to, if you're watching us on Facebook, be sure to like us and share us with all your Facebook friends, and follow us on Instagram. You know, here at the Center for Spiritual Living, we have an intention statement, and it states who we are and how we want to show up in the world. So if everybody will please stand, say the intention statement with me, and then turn and greet your neighbor with a hello, a namaste, and keep in mind that people are still practicing social distancing. So who are we, CSL? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated at CSL. Remember, there are several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click the donate button right here on Facebook or donate on our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find the details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL, Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, that's Florida. Make sure to say hello to everyone today in the comments section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here.
Our sax prayer. I pray you'll be our eyes and watch them as they grow and help them to be wise in times when we don't know. every mother's prayer, every child knows. Lead them to a place, guide them with your grace, to a place where they'll be saved. I pray they find your light and hold it in their hearts. As darkness falls each night, remind them who you are. Every mother's prayer, every child knows. Need to find a place, guide them with your grace, give them faith so they'll be saved. Lead to a place, guide them with your grace, to a place where they'll be saved.
Good morning, CSL. I want to say Happy Mother's Day to everyone here who fulfills that maternal role. And I also want to acknowledge those whose experience of Mother's Day is not happy. For those who have bared the burden that a mother sometimes has to bear, the loss of their own child. We send you our love, we send you our healing energy, and know that this Mother's Day serves as a reminder that for whatever child has gone before you, they are wrapped in the arms of love, always. At Center for Spiritual Living, we have 7 core values. They are, of course, love and healing and oneness. And hold on, I have to get my glasses. Abundance, spiritual growth, they shrunk the type. Service, diversity. It's not me, it's the damn paper. I'm not old, I'm mid-century modern. Today our core value is oneness. Oneness, oneness, oneness. You know, I've often said that if you want to heal the world, bring children into the world, that you have the capacity to love. Because all of the problems in our world, every single one of them, has been caused by bringing children into the world that someone did not have the capacity to love. These children that are on this planet, they're not someone else's. They're not some parents. They're our children, all of them. Today, you hear one crying right there. I'm going to talk about her in a minute. I want to bring up Lori and her wife, KJ, who just left. Will you come up here? And their daughter, Amber. Would you help me welcome them, please? Sometimes birth mothers aren't the only mother that a child has. And these two have such an extraordinary story. This is Lori and her wife, KJ, their daughter, Amber, and the new baby, Quinn. So I just asked them to share a little bit about about their story of Amber first. So who wants to share the story? You want to tell the story of how you got Amber?
Yes.
This is Lori.
Hi. We got a call on a Thursday, and they said, hey, there's a placement ready for you. Would you like to take her? And I'm like, well, I better call my wife. And that's the one thing they say not to do. So I hung up, and I called her, and I called back, and I said, sure, we'll take her. And they're like, well, she's been placed, and and we were leaving for a trip within hours. So 2 days within the trip, they said, hey, they called us back and said, hey, no one came to pick her up. Would you come pick her up? And we said, sure. We were flying back that night. We flew back on a Sunday night. Right from the airport, we went and picked up Amber. She was 6 months old, and our friends went to Target for us because we had nothing. So that was Amber's story, and she's been with us ever since, and she just turned 9 2 Sundays ago.
And then a few months ago, you got...
Fast forward 9 years later.
Yes?
In between doing highlights, I got a phone call. There's a baby girl, Amber's sister, who needs a place to go. Would you be happy to bring her into your home? And I said, oh, I don't know. I said, let me call my wife. So I called my wife, and immediately she said yes. And I'm like, ooh, are you sure? We need to pray about this, make a pro and con list, talk to our daughter about this. This is life-changing. She's 9. We have a big trip planned. We're going to lose sleep. And she said, get out of fear and get into love. And she was absolutely right. So we made our list and got out of fear and got into love, and we talked to Amber. And what did you say?
What'd you say, Amber?
Yes.
What'd you say?
Heck yes.
Heck yes.
So we said, get dressed, girl. We're going to Target because we have nothing. And here we are.
So the moral of the story is go to Target. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for sharing your story. Oneness is our core value.
I'm gonna break these chains around me. I'm gonna learn to fly again. Maybe hard, but I'll do it. When I'm back on my feet again. Soon these tears will all be drying. Soon these eyes will see the sun. Might take time, but I'll see it. When I'm back on my feet again. When I'm back on my feet again. I'll walk proud down the street again, and they'll all look at me again, and they'll say that I am strong. Gonna hear the children laughing. Gonna hear the voices singing. Won't be long, but I'll hear them when I'm back on my feet again. I'm gonna feel sweet light of heaven shining down its light on me. One sweet day, I will feel it when I'm back on my feet again. When I'm back on my feet again, I'll walk proud down the street again, and they'll all look at me again, and they'll say that I am strong, and I'm not gonna crawl again. I will learn to stand tall again, and I'm not gonna fall again, 'cause I learned to be strong. Soon these tears will all be drying. Soon these eyes will see the sun. Won't be long, but I'll see it when I'm back on my feet again. When I'm back on my feet again, I'll be back on my feet again.
So we're taking the whole month of May to dedicate our lessons to healing. Health and wellness is our theme, and not just health of the body, but health of the mind and health of the spirit. So we created this wonderful promo video that we're posting on social media, so check this out. Since we started creating these social media posts, there have been 40,000 views from beginning to end of those posts, so it's really, really successful. So let me ask you a question. Here, who among you today wants to live a long, healthy life? Who wants to live well? Every single day you are alive on this planet and then just one day die. Who wants to do that? Raise your hand. Pretty much everybody here. Well, today I'm going to tell you how to do that, and do not worry, it doesn't involve eating kale. I hate kale. I hate kale. It tastes like somebody just mowed the grass and threw it on a plate. The only way I'm going to eat kale is if they dip it in chocolate, then I'm good. But I digress. One more question. Anybody here have a death wish? Anybody wants to shorten their lifespan? I hope not, but if you do, I'm going to tell you how to do that too. So listen up. I got something for everybody today. And I will tell you, though, I want to warn you, I've got a new name over here. This gentleman over here, our practitioner, called me the Sermonator. So look out. Look out, because today you're going to get the full dose of Dr. Chris Michaels. I know this may come as a shock to some of you, but sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I can be a little bit of a diva. I like getting what I want, especially if I pay for it myself. And this applies to every single area of my life, including healthcare. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not a total twit. There are many areas of my life that I'm willing to compromise. I'm okay with the gray tile instead of the white tile for the backsplash in the kitchen. I'm okay with that. I'm all right if you want to go have Mexican food. Even though I wanted to have Chinese, I'm going to yield to you. I'm okay even if someone takes a little bit of editorial privilege with something I've written or said, but I am not okay with poor health care. I am completely uncompromising when it comes to my own health and my own well-being, because you know why? It's my body, it's my spirit, and it's mine to protect. And that's probably why I'm not a very good patient. Ask most of the doctors that I've been to in my entire life, and they will tell you, Chris Michaels is not a good patient. He is not. He does not do what he's told. He is not at all interested in charts of diseases and all this other stuff, and he does not follow the doctor's orders. Doctor's order. Order. No. So let me tell you a story about a time I went to a doctor about 10 years ago. But before I do, you must have the backdrop, and you probably already know this, but contrary to what you have been told, America does not have the best healthcare system in the world. We have the most expensive healthcare system in the world, not the best. And the system, my friends, is broken. Probably because doctors are no longer in charge of patient care, insurance companies are. So we don't really have health care in America. What we have is disease management, and it isn't managed well. So, a decade ago, telling you the story, not feeling so good. I avoided going to the doctor for a long time, but then I finally made the appointment. Why did I avoid going to the doctor for a long time? Because I didn't like him. I didn't like the doctor that was covered by my insurance. Have you ever had a doctor you don't like? It's awful. Every time I would go to him, all he would do was write prescriptions. He hardly even looked up from his prescription pad. And to be honest with you, half of the prescriptions that he wrote I didn't even fill. See, I told you I'm not a very good patient. Anyway, on this particular day, after waiting in the waiting room for 30 minutes to see the doctor, then they transfer me to the exam room. You know the table with the paper on it? Now there's an environment for healing, right? Put me on a table with some paper and make me wait for 15 more minutes. So finally, 45 minutes after my appointment, the doctor that I don't like walks through the door and shakes my hand and sits down, and he never looked up again. He just started staring at the chart and pounding me with questions. And so I'm going on and on about whatever symptoms I happen to have at the time and just chatting away, and he never looked up. Then he pulls out his prescription pad and he starts writing, and that's when my inner diva took over. He's writing the prescriptions, doing whatever he's doing, and I go, hey, what are you doing? Still looking down at his pad, he says, I'm writing a prescription. And I said, first of all, I'm up here. Look up. And secondly, you need to know that half of the prescriptions that you write, I don't fill. And then I asked him kindly, just out of curiosity, how many patients do you see in a day? And he says 45 to 50. And I said, so how much time does that give you with each patient that you see? And he said, about 5 to 10 minutes. And I asked him, how can you possibly provide adequate health care to anyone that you spend less than 10 minutes with and you don't even look them in the eye? He looked sad. I don't think he liked his job. He wrote his prescriptions. He left them there. I didn't fill them. I went home and got well on my own. Now, I learned my lesson that day, the lesson that I came here to teach you. Never work with a doctor that you don't like. You know, it's your body. It's your spirit. You are paying them. It's your money. They work for you. And they need to be your partner in health. And you need to feel like you have been listened to and cared for. And if you don't, fire their ass. Fire them. I may be starting a rebellion here today, but I don't care. Because in every area of your life, I keep telling you the same thing. Week after week after week, year after year after year, what does Dr. Chris say? Stop accepting less than what you want. Don't lower your standards. For God's sakes, raise them. Because let me tell you something, the words no thank you, I've had enough of that. No thank you, that's not good enough for me. Ignite the universe's creative power, which immediately goes into action to bring you something better. The truth is you don't get what you want from life. You don't. You get whatever you have accepted from life. So please stop accepting less. The doctor who wrote our book of the month, Mind Over Medicine, Dr. Lissa Rankin, suggested that we need a radical new patient intake form, and I'm totally in agreement with her. One that might also include your patient history, which is important for you to write down, but the patient intake form might ask you questions like, is anything keeping you from expressing your true self? What do you love and celebrate about your life? Are you fulfilled at work? Do you feel like you're pursuing your life purpose? Do you have an outlet for your creative expression? Do you feel sexually satisfied either with a partner or with yourself? Imagine how our healthcare system could be changed and how quickly we all might heal even faster if doctors would spend more time with us and delve deeper into the inherent wisdom we already have. Imagine. Here are the two most important questions that Dr. Rankin started to ask her own patients, the two questions I want you to ponder for yourself today. Number one, what do you think might lie at the root of your illness? And number two, what does your body need in order to heal? Imagine if a doctor asked you that. What does your body need in order to heal? When she asked that of one particular patient that she had, the patient's response was, I need to move to Santa Fe. I need to move to Santa Fe because when I'm there, all of my symptoms disappear. And you know what? I can personally relate to that because when I moved to Florida, magically, practically all of my allergy issues disappeared just like that. Why? Because I like palm trees. You see, you can't separate your spirit from your body. There's no space between your mind and your body. Everything you think, every thought that you have in your brain, in your mind, causes a biological response that immediately infects or affects your body. So not only can you make yourself sick, you can make yourself well. Everything is connected. You can't have health in your body unless you have health in your spirit. And what does that look like? What does it look like to have a healthy spirit? You know, the answer is really simple. Diseases are complex. Ease, my friends, is really quite simple. The answer to how to have a healthy spirit is two things. Follow these two things. Pursue only these two things in life. Love and joy. Love and joy. In my 32 years in ministry as a spiritual healer, 32 years, oy vey. I've worked with a number of people, I don't know, I didn't keep track, dozens I would suggest, who have been diagnosed with what the doctors call terminal illness. They come to me. I say, why did you come? They say, because I don't want to die. And I tell them all the same thing. Your diagnosis is supposed to be a life-changing event in your life. It is a big red stop sign. And that means you can't keep living the way you have. You have to change. Have to change now. You can no longer afford to have anything or anyone in your life that you don't absolutely love. You can't waste any more of your time, not one more day, working at a job that sucks or staying in a relationship that is sucking the life right out of you. Take an inventory of your life quickly, and take swift action. Remove every single thing from your life, everything and everyone that doesn't bring you joy or cause your heart to sing in love. You know, there's only one healer, and it's not Dr. Chris Michaels. There's only one healer in the universe. It's called love. Love is the healer. Listen to this. This is what Dr. Rankin wrote in her book. When you find your tribe, feel loved, and surround yourself with people who know your heart and accept you just the way you are, you optimize the body's capacity for self-repair and make your body ripe for miracles. Miracles. So here is the answer of how to live well and happy all the days of your life and then stop. Here it is. Get happy. Get happy. Find love. Find love in yourself, a spouse, a friend, a garden, or a pet. It doesn't matter. What matters to your health is that you are living in joy and love, that you wake up each day feeling excited about your day, excited about your life, and happy to spend it with the people that you've chosen and selected to spend your days with. In fact, statistics show just how important love and joy is to your health. Science says this: loneliness, depression, and anxiety are literally toxic to the body. It's the equivalent of smoking a pack of Marlboros every single day. So poor mental health causes poor physical health. And here's another scientific fact, if you want to know it. Did you know that people who do what you're doing right now, who attend a spiritual community like CSL, did you know that people who do that on a regular basis live longer lives and healthier? You want to know how much longer you people live? 7.5 years. 7.5 years longer, people who come to spiritual communities on a regular basis, and that's only if you're like me. White. If you're black, if you're African American, you'll live 14 years longer just by getting up on a Sunday, getting your butt to church. 14 years. Who knew? Who knew? I'll be up here in 30, 40 years talking to the same people. Love never dies, they say. The truth is, what kills your spirit kills your body. And what heals your spirit heals your body. You know why? Because they are permanently connected in a web of intelligence whose nature it is to self-heal. So here's this doctor's prescription for you. This doctor. To live well, do what you love. Be with who you love. Buy only what you love. Find purpose and meaning in your life. Have good sex. Move your body. All right, y'all go ahead and clap. I knew you were going to do that. Move your body. Laugh all the time. This is where laughter is, God is present. Listen to music that feeds your soul. Go to the beach, y'all, and listen to the ocean. It has a message for you. Come to CSL and connect with some of these wild and wonderful people. If you want to live a longer life, bathe yourself in love and joy. Bathe yourself. Love and joy. And if you want to make your exit quicker, then do just the opposite. Stay in that bad relationship. Keep going to that job that you hate. Isolate yourself from others and spend a lot of time contemplating your own misery. Now I want to come back to the two questions that Dr. Rankin asked that said we should ask of each patient and even of ourselves, those two most important questions. What were they? What do you think might lie at the root of your illness? What does your body need to heal? Listen to me, this is important. Something in you knows the answers to those questions. And that something that is within you will guide you directly to your healing. Absolutely everything you need to heal lives inside of you. You just have to ask, and you shall receive. You just have to ask the question, be willing to hear the answer, and then do the work. Now, I will tell you this. Very, very often, what is required to heal your life or your body will bring great inconvenience to you. And that is because the ego doesn't like to alter its agenda. It's a diva. The ego loves convenience. But love, she ain't convenient. She is not convenient. She'll make you do things. So be prepared for change. For how much change? For a lot of it. If you came here today unwell, if you are watching me online and you are not well, listen to me, hear this. You have the power to heal, you have the authority to heal, and you have the right to heal. I don't care what the doctors say. I've seen people come into our teaching with all kinds of physically ill things that the doctors say are terminal, you're not going to make it, and through the power of love, their bodies have been made anew. Mark my word. Stand on my faith if you don't have your own. Anything and anyone can be healed just like that. And so ends the lesson. The sermonators in the house, y'all. Never forget that. If you found value in what you received here today, consider supporting us. We have made it super easy to do so. All you have to do is download that new CSL app that's on your phone and just click Giving. Or you can go to cslftl.org. I want to issue a special thank you to the TPL members for all those people who support us online with a certain amount specifically each week or month. Thank you, all of our TPL members that are in the house and also online. You can get information about the TPL program in the lobby after the service if you'd like to join. I will tell you we have special events and a special event coming up May 20th for TPL members under our theme of healing. Whatever you give, however you give from a consciousness of love, not of shame or guilt. We don't receive money here in guilt or shame. We receive it only in love and generosity. And whatever you give here must, by a law that says yes all the time, return right back to your life, multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
join me for God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks. So I give thanks for all my blessings. For all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Good morning, CSL. Happy Mother's Day. You've heard about what we did yesterday here, and several times I wanted to cry, and I didn't. I held back tears. It was such a joy to watch our family and community and people who were here for the very first time, over half, agree to start a practice of healing. Today in our meditation, we're going to continue this energy of healing. This is what I know. We had a purpose statement yesterday, and our purpose statement was to create a space where healing could happen on an individual level and a group level. And we also talked about the work that we do here is going to affect the rest of the world. This is why we must take care of our own selves. We must move into a place of healing. So when we decide to heal, the rest of the world will follow suit. I truly believe in a world that works for everyone, but it begins with our own individual healing.
We're going to do a song that came out of Foundations class that I wrote, and it's something we started last week, and I hope you guys will join us in it. If you could say with me. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me, in and through me. As me. In and through me, as me. God is all around me.
So I invite you to go within. And yesterday we got to choose where we were healing from or what we were healing from. But then we were very clear that was not the only step. We also set an intention to embrace something higher than the condition. As Wayne Dyer has said in his book, The Power of Intention, intention is not something that we do. It is the energy we use to manifest our life. The intent is divine love, peace, oneness, beauty, prosperity, joy. And as we identify what we are willing to heal from, we openly open up our arms and our hearts, and we embrace this healing. Today, we activate healing by giving ourselves permission. And the mantra we used yesterday, I give myself permission to heal. Will you repeat after me? I give myself permission to heal. I give myself permission to heal. I give myself permission to heal. So I invite us to take that into the silence and give yourself permission to heal right now. As Dr. Chris spoke this morning, the only thing that can heal us is love. As we begin to understand our oneness, we understand that our oneness is with Spirit. It's with God. It's with the divine. Today, as we continue to give ourselves permission to heal, remember it is the presence of love that lives within us. We give it permission to be activated. We give ourselves permission to heal.
Every day, every day, every day, every day, God is all around me. Every day, every day, every day, every day, God is all around me, and I'm thankful. And so it is. I'm so thankful. And so it is. God is all around me.
And so it is. Amen.
Once again, good morning. This song is one of my favorite songs to sing on Mother's Day because it's written from the perspective of a mother speaking to her child. It's called If I Could. If I could I'd protect you from the sadness in your eyes. Give you courage in a world of compromise. Yes, I would, if I could. I would teach you all the things I've never learned, and I'd help you cross the bridges that I've burned. Yes, I would, if I could. I would try to shield your innocence from time, but the part of life I gave you isn't mine. I'll watch you grow so I can let you go. If I could, I would help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears. But I would, if I could. And if I could, in a time and place where you don't want to be, you don't have to walk along this road with me. My yesterday won't have to be your way. If I knew I'd try to change this world that I brought you to, now there isn't much more that I can do. But I would, if I could. If I could, I would try to shield your innocence from time. But the part of life I gave you isn't mine. I'll watch you grow so I can let you go. If I could, I would help you make it through the hungry years. But I know that I can never cry your tears. But I would, if I could. Yeah, 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 yeah. If I could.
Oh, I love coming to CSL. What a wonderful place. If you are facing a challenge in your life today, if your heart was open today and your eyes started to leak, if that happened for you today, that's a good sign. That's a sign of healing. But if you need support in that healing, we have professional practitioners that are on staff here for you, to serve you. That's why they showed up today, so that they can help guide you through whatever mess you think you're going through, so that they can see value in you when you don't see it in yourself, so that they can know the truth that maybe you've gotten too impressed with the facts. You can call our prayer line. It's easy to access prayer at 954-990-55, or really the easiest way to do this, no matter where you are, if you've got a smartphone, you just click the CSL app, and on that app there is an icon that says prayer. Press that. We don't want you to go without resources here. Reverend Skip started a life visioning course a while back, like last week, right? And you still have space. You can still get in. There's one more chance. You would have to sign up to do that now, today, so don't miss that. It is important that you have a vision for your future. If you do not have a vision for your future, the United States government does. Yes, if you do not have a vision for your health, the healthcare system does. So be sure that you are creating your own vision. It's a good place to get in the class. On May 20th, we are doing, it's Friday evening, we're doing a special healing thing for our TPO members. For all of you people that are TPO, you know you have special things that you get to attend, so mark your calendar for that. Very, very important, next Sunday, May 15th, is our annual meeting. We call it our family gathering or annual meeting. And in that meeting, we get to share with you all the things that happened in the last year. We go through like our accomplishments for 2021. I'm going to give you a little hint. One of our accomplishments that we did in 2021 at CSL, guess what it is? We hired Reverend Skip. Yeah? Yeah. Look. So that's a preview of what we're going to cover next Sunday, May 15th. If you are a member of CSL, please plan on staying after the service. We're going to do our annual meeting. We will serve lunch. We got you, if you feed them, they will come. We already figured that out. So please plan on staying. Is Kirby here? Kirby, can you come up? He's going to tell us about the youth play. You know we're having a youth play. When I came here to CSL 6 or 7 years ago, they said, we really want a youth department. We want to have children. And I go, well, did you make room for them? And they said, well, no, we didn't really build a space. Come on up. And I said, well, we're going to build a space for kids because this community is important, and we need children here. We need to carry this teaching into another generation. There you are.
Hi. Hi, guys. Good morning, CSL family. Next Saturday, May 14th, is our annual youth performance. It's called Spotlight on Spirit. We are looking to pack the house, so we are selling tickets out in the foyer. They are $25 if you buy them now. They will be $30 at the door. We still have a ton left to sell, and we want the audience full for our children, so please, please, please buy your tickets. We're also selling raffles. We'll be selling them the night of the performance, and we're selling them today as well. They are $5 for one, and then they are, there's $20 for five. Sorry, brain fart.
Do the math.
Yes, thank you. $20 for five. So if you could purchase tickets, that's also going to the youth program to create curriculum for events and to really support our community in terms of our children. We look forward to seeing you next Saturday. It's going to be a great time. We'll be selling appetizers, drinks, all you can imagine will be here. So please join us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you. 100% of the income goes through the youth department, 100%. We close our service with the closing affirmation and prayer, and if yours is exactly like mine, and I'm positive that it is, would you read it with me, please? It says, my body, mind, spirit is in perfect alignment with the body, mind, spirit. I am well. Yeah, I am well. Let's know this together. We are surrounded, enveloped, and embraced by a consciousness of pure and perfect love which has no conditions. Let's remind ourselves here today that there is absolutely nothing that we could have ever done or do that can take us out and away from the perfect love of God. Nothing. That we are totally and completely loved as we are right now. And we can accept this love in a growing portion, we allow it to permeate the cellular structure of our bodies and ignite its own perfect design and return us to its own perfect idea of wholeness. We call upon the Spirit of love to ignite our minds and bring back the joy and enthusiasm we have for life, to ignite the intelligence within our brains and our minds that cause us brand new ideas that lead to prosperity and joy and ease. We are in the presence of God, in the presence of mind, in the presence of love, and therefore we are whole right now, perfect and complete. No matter what the facts may say, no matter what the past is, the truth is, God is alive and well, always, every day, in, as, and through me, and through you. And so it is. Yeah. Join us again next week, right here on CSL, live streaming on multiple platforms. And yes, I'll be here. Let's sing our song, shall we?
Please join us for This Is My Wish. You can go ahead and stand up. This is my wish for the world, that peace would find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise, ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth, peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine, 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 shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day. See you guys next week.